Trusty was good at reading aloud. She did all the voices. The goblin stopped complaining about his ankle. He leaned closer and closer to Trusty. "Please stop reading in my ear," she said after a while. "It is very tickly." "But I cannot hear properly," the goblin wailed. "This place is too noisy." "That is because you've still got Jude's brilliant bookmark," Rachel said. "People are shouting because they cannot find the books they want." Just then a magical light glowed under the goblin's ear. The girls knelt down to make a little shelter. Then Jude fluttered out with Martha, the doctor fairy. "Hello, girls," said Martha, tying back her red gold hair. "Now where is my patient?" "It is good to see you, Martha," said Tracy. "He is here." Martha smiled at the goblin and ran her tiny hands over his ankle. Then she nodded to herself. "I can mend this in a twinkle," she said. "I just need to get you back to my surgery in Fairyland." "But I want to hear the end of the chapter," the goblin cried. "Please, you will not be able to hear anything with all this noise going on," Rachel reminded him. The goblin looked down at the bookmark. Then he shoved it towards Jude. As soon as it touched her, the bookmark shrank to fairy size. She pressed it to her chest. "Thank you," she said, smiling up at the goblin. At once the angry voices in the library grew softer and quieter. Trusty started to read again. Meanwhile, Jude got to work, now that she had her brilliant bookmark back. It was easy to put all the library books back where they belonged. The visitors suddenly forgot why they had been so cross. People started to smile again. "It is time for us to go," said Martha, when Trusty had finished the chapter. "Girls, I hope we will see you in Fairyland soon." "We hope so too," said Trusty. She and Rachel stood up to hide the goblin from sight. They blinked and he and Martha vanished. Then they squeezed into the armchair together and held Jude in their cupped hands. "Rachel, Trusty, how can I thank you enough?" said the little fairy. "I would never have my magical objects back without your help. We are so glad that everything is back to normal for librarians," said Rachel. "Now I must go," Jude told them with a smile. "Goodbye," whispered the girls. Jude disappeared, and the girls heard the librarian's voice. "Thank you for your patience," she said. "I am pleased to introduce the famous author, Elena Yan." The girls hurried to join the crowd around Elena's chair. "I wonder when we will visit Fairyland again," whispered Trusty as Elena opened her books. "For now, I am happy to be right here," Rachel replied. "I think human libraries are pretty magical places too."